Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Welcome to the Bhakti Rahasyam episode number 31. Over the last few episodes, we have been discussing a great deal about the path of devotion, devotional service, which is regarded as the highest service to the Lord. Now, devotion helps in developing a deeper connect with the Lord, and if devotion were to be the center of all the activities we do in our day-to-day lives, it helps us to remember Lord constantly in all our activities. So today's Rahasyam is about one such devotee who is engaged in the constant service of Lord Vishnu. He is regarded as the epitome of devotional service. Tirukkodur Penpillai makes a reference to this devotee in her 31st Rahasyam and feels that she is nowhere compared to the level of devotion displayed by this devotee. So this devotee is Anantashesha or Sheshanag, the serpent bed of Lord Vishnu. So we are going to see what kind of services Anantashesha performs for Lord Vishnu. So Tirukkodur Penpillai's Rahasyam on this topic is, did I do devotional service like Anantashesha? So Anantashesha is known by various names: Anantashesha, Adisesha, Sheshnag, and many other names as well. So the role of Anantashesha is described very beautifully by one of the Alvars in his poems. So according to the Alvar, Anantashesha is a flexible and a versatile personality because he is able to constantly modify himself according to the requirements of Lord Vishnu. A crude example, again not an exact comparison, to in the modern world would be various companies who are consumer facing. They always tailor their products and service levels to match with the customer requirements. So just extrapolating it crudely, here Anantashesha is constantly modifying himself to suit the needs of Lord Vishnu. How? First, when the Lord is moving, whether it is in the sun or in the rain, Anantashesha beautifully transforms himself as an umbrella. Now, to give an exact story as well, if we see the Krishna Leela during the birth of Lord Krishna, we covered this in one of our earlier Tirukkodur Penpillai Rahasyams as well. When he is taken away from the prison by his father Vasudeva to this place called Gokul, Vasudeva carries him on his head in a basket. It is night time and nature is in full fury, and Vasudeva has to cross this river Yamuna to go from Mathura, that is the prison where he and his wife Devaki were lodged, to this place called Gokul. And because of the nature's fury, Yamuna river is in full spate. It is said that Yamuna was fully flooded in full rage, and when Vasudeva is walking with great difficulty in that flooded river with the rains pouring, it is Adisesha who beautifully comes as an umbrella over the basket, thus protecting baby Krishna from the rain. So this is one example where he acts as an umbrella to the Lord. Then it is said that when the Lord wants to be in a seated position, Anantashesha transforms himself as a chair. So in the spiritual kingdom of Lord Vishnu, which is called Vaikuntha, we can see that Lord Vishnu is in a sleeping position on Adisesha. And in many temples, if we see in the southern part of India, in Tamil Nadu, we will see that wherever the Lord is in a seated position, there will be Adisesha who would act as a chair to seat the Lord. And when the Lord wishes to walk around, Adisesha transforms himself as a slipper, divine slipper to the Lord Vishnu. And it is also said that in the spiritual kingdom, spiritual ocean, this Anantashesha has 1,000 heads or hoods. There, each hood is decorated with a gem. So that gem itself provides light in that spiritual ocean. So these are multiple roles which Anantashesha is performing. Plus, when the Lord is sleeping over the snake bed, it is very silky and provides a lot of comfort to the Lord. So that way, whatever is the requirement of the Lord, Anantashesha is transforming himself. So the poem goes this way. Again, it's very beautifully written by the Alvar in Tamil language, and while translating that into any other language, the essence seems to be a bit lost. But I'll just try to translate it. Roughly, it would mean that Adisesha transforms himself as an umbrella when the Lord is moving. He becomes the chair when the Lord is in a seated position. He becomes the Lord's slippers when the Lord is walking. And in the spiritual kingdom, spiritual ocean, he acts as a divine light. Finally, he is silky and soft, which provides comfort to Lord Vishnu. So these are some of the hats which Anantashesha dons to modify, to suit according to the needs of Lord Vishnu. So this is a very small content on Anantashesha, and this is what Tirukkolur Pen Pillai feels or laments, that how blessed, how fortunate is Adisesha that he is flexible enough and he is doing such a great extent of devotional service. Of whatever the Lord wills, there is Adisesha. O Swami Ramanuja, I don't have that kind of a devotion whereby I could modify myself to suit the Lord's requirements. So Anantashesha is a great devotee. I am not a great devotee, so I am not entitled to stay in this divine land of Tirukkolur, which is a great devoted land. That is her feeling, her experience, her humility. In spite of knowing all these facts, all these experiences, all these instances, she herself is an epitome of devotion, yet she feels that she is nobody. So again, salutations to Tirukkolur Pen Pillai. Now, what does this small Rahasyam teach us, or what lessons can we see from it? One is the obvious devotional service. Can we also try to do all our activities, all our services in the for the sake of the Lord, so that we also tread the path of Bhakti Yoga? And the second one is flexibility and versatility. We do get a lot of situations, a lot of people, or a lot of circumstances in our life where we feel that it is difficult to change. We fear change. We don't want to try a new situation or try a new location or try a new job for whatever reasons. But the basic reason which sits in our hearts is the fear of change. Whatever reasons we may give, but that is at the root. So here Anantasesha teaches us to be flexible enough by having the Lord in the center of all his activities. So that way he gives us a message that even we can conquer this fear of change, we can embrace change if we see Lord in all the people, in all the circumstances, in all the situations. If we have that attitude of feeling that okay, this particular situation or this particular circumstance is kind of a challenge which is thrown by the Lord for us to conquer, we will definitely at least take one step towards moving or embracing the change and trying to overcome the fear and the resistance. So that was a very quick, very short rahasyam about Anantasesha's role and what we can learn from his role, mainly leading to flexibility, positivity and overall devotional service for the Lord. So stay devoted, stay blessed and stay tuned for our next Bhakti Rahasyam. Radhe Krishna, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.